Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. This is another spread from Rise of the Resistance at Galaxy's Edge in the Hollywood Studios at the Walt Disney World Complex. This is kind of a fun one. I've enjoyed this project for sure. But this is, again, not to try and give away too much of the ride, but this is one of the inside sets, and you're actually walking into this. It's just an absolutely incredible looking space, and it's kind of a fun gap in the project. Darth Vader here, and this fighter, and this was all cut out using my Cricut machine. I got these two images from a Star Wars image pack on Etsy. I think I paid like $5.99 for it. And this background paper is from a Star Wars kit. And this here on the side I really enjoy. It's secret, but this is basically a font, a Star Wars font, and what I have done, and I have written my son's name here and my name here in that font. So it says our names in it, but only people who are paying attention will pick that up. So you notice on Darth Vader's sword, I ended up drawing this with a black marker and then painting it in red. I think it looks pretty good. This was actually a very thin paper cut, and it just did not survive the cutting process, so I had to be real careful. Again, both of these, some very thin work in here that I had to be very careful with. This probably took about 2 hours to create these two things. And then I put an outline behind it so that they would stand out a little bit more on this page. But I'm really, really happy with the way this turned out. So I am going to place the photographs down first because I'm putting some of these elements on top of them, so I just need to remember where they are, and I think to do that I'm just going to put that there, and it will help remind me where to put this piece. Just about 1/8 of an inch away from that. There we go. Cut piece of photograph. This is what I use to stick down photographs. Helps to keep you from putting your fingerprints on the photos or avoid scratching them. So used a dark blue matting on these, just very thin, but it creates just enough contrast that it helps the photos to stick out a little bit. Okay. Let's just make sure before I get tape on him that I'm happy with how he's turned out. Yep. Again, I'm going to just be very cautious with this guy. He's got some very thin cuts. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but look at these lines here. These are very thin paper line cuts, so I just have to be super, super careful. And I'm going to put his head down first. And there we go. Very happy with that. Okay, we've got our name piece here, and it is the full 12. I could put it right on the edge like that, or I can scoot a little bit like that. I think I like that better. So I'll get some tape on there. Again, our names in some Star Wars script. I have no idea which one it is, but I just chose that font. And then typed in our names, and it changed it to those letters. So I think that was pretty cool. Again, I want to be very careful with this piece as I'm putting it down, because it's got some very intricate cut lines. Boy, I hope that's not upside down. I'm going to hear from... No. I think I want to do it that way. There we go. If it's upside down, just remember there is no directions in space, so it'll be okay. All right. There we go. Rise of the Resistance. Another spread. I think it looks really cool. Again, I'm putting not very many photos on these. I've got a whole album from our trip to Disney I'm going to put together, and so having more pages in that's not going to be a bad thing. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you spending time with us, and I would love to be seeing your projects.